Hi YouTube, it's been a while. I thought I'd just update you on my situation. I've just been watching a video and I felt as though I should kind of put my side of the story across. Me and Izzy Smart, as you know, we used to be quite good mates. We used to share a place together. Now, I know that from the video I saw, she's kind of blaming me for mine and her friendship breakup. She's blaming the flat for getting in between me and her. That isn't the case. Basically, the long and the short of it is, I was out of work for about 4 or 5 weeks. I obviously had that flat that Nina was living in to pay for as well. And I was finding it hard, okay? Now, I beat myself up for about 4 weeks on how I'm going to have the conversation with her. I didn't know whether I had to ask her for more money. I didn't know whether I had to get rid of it. And I didn't want to make any decision until I'd spoken to her. Because obviously she was my mate, she was my flatmate. And that was the right thing to do. Okay, so I stressed out about that for weeks. How am I going to tell her? How am I going to bring this conversation up? Because I knew that she was going through a hard time and I didn't want to add that kind of pressure to her. Okay? Now, this was about 3 or 4 weeks before she went to her Shambhala thing, which was last August. When she was going to that Shambhala weekend, okay, she was really on a big high, everything else. Okay, I stupidly thought, look, that would be a good time to ask her if we could sit down and have a talk about the flat and discuss things. Okay, that's all I said to her. When you get back, can we have a discussion about the flat? She, for whatever reason, got herself worked up, jumped to endless amounts of conclusions about what I wanted to talk to her about. She thought I was going to ask her for more money, blah, 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 and that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to sit down and say, look, this is the situation. I've been 4 weeks without work. What options have we got? That's what I wanted to do, and I thought, look, being she was on a high, going away for this weekend, okay, I thought it'd be alright just if I said, can we have a chat when you get back, okay? So, that didn't go down too well. From what I believe, she spent most of the weekend discussing this, or discussing what she thought I wanted to talk to her about, with the people that she went away with. The week she come back, I asked her several occasions, can we get together and have a talk? Can we get together? Oh, I can't, I'm busy, I'm out, I'm around this person's house, and nothing seemed important, okay? She knew that I wanted to talk about the flat, and yet for about a week and a half she put off seeing me to discuss it, because she had gone away for the weekend and she had spoken to all of her friends about it, she had spoken to her mum and dad about it, and to be perfectly honest, although it's nice that she had people to talk to, she didn't know what she was talking to them about, because me and her hadn't spoken. Me and her still haven't spoken, okay? So she jumped to conclusions about what I wanted to talk to her about. Everyone decided that I was taking the piss and that she should get out, okay? The day before me and Nina decided, we decided we were going to see each other on a Saturday when she finished work, and we were going to sit down and discuss everything. The Friday before, I saw one of my mates in town, her ex-boyfriend, who she constantly slags off to various people, until she found out that her ex-boyfriend had a radio show and she was trying to plug her music, and she got all friendly back with him because she thought it was, music, new song, radio station. She thought it was an easy way. So she got back in touch with him, and started slagging me off to him, basically. Now, I have got text messages on my phone, I have got messages, I've got emails, I've got everything, and it is copied down word for word what she has said to people about me. Apparently, I was taking the piss out of her, and everything else, I was being an inconsiderate prick, and I was taking after my husband, who, to be honest, blah, 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 he earns this amount of money. If I'm in financial problem, why can't he give me money to put into the flat that I couldn't afford to run? Okay, now, that was my flat. that I shared with Nina. Okay, it was nothing to do with my partner. Okay, nothing to do with him at all. And the people I spoke to said, why should he give me money to pay for a flat that she is living in? Okay, I said to her on a couple of occasions, oh, you know, I'll sort my stuff out in the big bedroom. So I had the big bedroom, and she had the little room, the little second bedroom. And I said to her, I said, I would sort out the stuff in the big bedroom and you can have that room. I got told no, because the little room's cosy and she quite likes that when her missus goes round. Fair enough, okay? But when she starts telling people that I leave all of my shit there, all of my shit being the TV that my partner put into that flat, okay? He didn't have to put a TV there. My old TV fucked up. Nina doesn't watch TV. The only reason we got a TV in there is for her girlfriend, okay? And my partner took a TV out of the house, his house, put it into the flat, so they had something to watch, okay? So my shit involved a TV with the Freeview box, the cooker, the fridge freezer, Hoover, sofa, you know, all of the things that she was using, okay? That was classed as my shit. She then, she had then told my best mate who was getting married in October that she would do the video for his wedding. Okay, now after all of this shit kicked off with me and Nina, obviously I confronted her about these messages and I got it all thrown back in my face. I was being a drama queen, and I tried saying to her, you know, why am I being a drama queen? All I'd done was ask you a question. I asked to sit down and discuss something with you, and, you know, suddenly I'm being a drama queen. And in that week between asking her to talk and the Saturday we were supposed to talk, she had slated me to everybody. She had given whatever story to whoever she gave the story to, right? And I was left to look like the bad prick, okay? No one wanted to talk to me. No one wanted to hear my side of it, okay? People who I thought were so-called friends, they didn't want to know because her side of the story was good enough. And she managed to keep it a way where no one would want to speak to me. Does that make sense? No one would want to find out from me. Because as far as everyone was concerned, I was turning into a vindictive little drama queen. Right? Just because I asked her to talk. She started slating me. She started texting and everything else. Okay, accusing me of this, that and the other. And I hadn't done anything other than ask her to talk. I asked my best mate of 20 years for a decent conversation. Okay? And all I got was put down and made, pardon me, to look like a prick. Okay? Some of you may think I am. I don't give a toss. You know, I'm past caring about what people think. But I don't think it's fair, okay, that someone can go around slating other people, right? And then, to top it all off, she was supposed to be doing my best mate's wedding video in October, yeah? Now, after all this, her missus obviously said, oh, I'm not going to his wedding, okay? Now, that left Nina in a bit of an awkward position, okay? Because she would then have to go to my best mate's wedding, do the video, okay? And she wasn't going to have anyone there for support, okay? Yeah, she would have known people at the wedding, but it wouldn't have really been the same. She wouldn't have had anyone like her girlfriend there for support, okay? So she was now in a situation where she had to get out of doing the videoing, okay? She wanted to get out of doing the videoing. So to do that, she sent a message on Facebook to my best mate, saying, oh, you've probably heard me and Kevin aren't talking. To be honest, he's turned out like his husband, who I think is a complete prick. He earns £140,000 a year, and he has to ask for more money off me. I never asked her for more money. I didn't even get to have that conversation with her. Okay? So she went bad-mouthing me, saying all of that to my best mate, knowing full well that my best mate was going to say that to me. Okay? She also knows me well enough to know that if someone's saying that kind of shit about me behind my back, I'm going to confront her. And I did. So I confronted her, which is what she wanted, because then she could turn around and say to my best mate, oh, sorry, I can't do your video. Kevin's being a bit of a prick, and if I go to your video, I'll end up lumping him one. Okay? So, yet again, she had to get out of doing the wedding. The only way she could do that was to badmouth me to my best mate, knowing it was going to get back to me, knowing that I was going to have it out with her, and knowing that that was going to be her way of saying, oh, no, actually, I'm not going to do that, because he's an idiot. Okay? I know she said in her video, look, if anyone wants to know what happened, then PM her and email her. That's fine. I know that some people would have done, and she would have said her side of the story. Okay? Now, I don't know what was going on with her because she never had the guts to tell me. After 20 years of friendship, she could not sit down and say what she had to say. Okay? She may say that she had issues. I didn't know about these issues. Okay? All I said to her was, can we have a discussion about the flat? That was it. Okay? And the only contact I've had with her since is her telling me what a drama queen I am. Her telling me that I'm being a stupid little boy and I'm being childish. Well, that's fine. That's fine. But, you know, I've been through enough shit in my life. She made her feelings clear on marriage. She don't agree with grey marriage. She don't agree with marriage full stop. You know, she don't think that people should have a bit of paper. Well, no, okay, marriage is marriage. At the end of the day, this is security for me. This is the first time in about 15 years that I've been in a relationship that I don't have any problems with. Yeah, because I know that if I've got an issue, which I have done with my partner, I've sat down and told him and said, look, this isn't right. Why are you doing this? Why are you treating me like this? Why are you talking to me like a piece of shit? And we sort things out. And for me, it's security. Okay? And I don't think she can quite understand that. Because she's been with her girlfriend for X amount of years. And they see each other twice a week. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine if that's what makes you happy. But I haven't had that, you know? And I felt as though I was being put down and slated because I was happy. You know? I lost 2 pretty good mates after I got married. And it's because of that. I changed. I didn't change. Oh, sorry, I did change, yeah. I become happy. I become settled. I knew what I wanted. I found someone that loved me and wanted me. And all of that. So, basically, I just wanted to get my side of it out. I know that some of you won't believe me. I know that some of you would have listened to what Nina has to say. And I know that some of you will believe what Nina has to say. But there is always 2 sides to every story. Okay? I haven't been able to get my side of my story out. Okay? And this happened last September. I haven't been able to get my side of the story out. Because no one has wanted to listen. No one's give a shit, basically. And after hearing her video saying, look, you know, it was all money orientated, it's not money orientated. Oh yeah, it was money orientated, but she didn't like it because I wasn't getting money off of my fella to pay for a flat that she was living in. That's what it was about, you know. And she said to me on several occasions, you know, oh, you know, I'd love what you had, you know, someone with enough money, and she's complaining about her relationship and her job and how her job's shit and how her relationship isn't always great and it does her head in, that her missus don't seem to care and she sees her twice a week. You know, I done something about it. I got sick and tired of being treated like a cunt, excuse my language, by blokes, and I done something about it. I took 4 years out. I had no interest in blokes at all. Took 4 years out. I found someone. I found someone who's happy, who makes me happy. All right, we've had problems. Every relationship has problems, but we've sorted them out. Okay, we know where we stand with each other. I don't want him for his money. I don't want him for his money at all. I got a puppy 4 months ago. I haven't worked since. I haven't had any money off him. Oh, sorry, I've probably had about 150 quid off him. You know, I cope. I look after myself. Okay, and that's how it is. But like I say, I just wanted to get my side of it out, because since this happened last September, I haven't. No one's given me the opportunity to. No one's wanted to listen. And like I say, I know that some people would have PM'd Nina and would have emailed her, and they would have fell for what she has to say. But this is my side, and the long and the short of it is, me and Nina's friendship although she is happier without me, yeah, I'm happier without her. I've moved on with my life, you know. I'm doing training courses and I'm doing things, and my options are open. You know, I don't need money particularly to get on in life. Yeah, it helps, but I'm doing things that are making me happy. You know, I had my own issues, and I'm doing things that are making me happy now. So I'm happy. I'm positive. I've got friends who I now know are genuine friends. And yeah, that isn't very many, but I know the ones I've got are proper. And yeah, I miss having her as my friend, but after the way that Nina slated me at the back end of last year to every Tom, Dick and Harry without actually having the decency to have the conversation with me first, it made me see her in a different light. And I know that it was all part of her plan. She had it all planned out. But yeah, I just felt a little bit used by Nina and a little bit hurt. And the whole situation still hurts me, which is why I'm doing this video now. Because this is my way of getting it off my chest to let everyone know that, yeah, okay, I'm a bloke. Blokes are bound to do bad things. But all I'd done was ask my mate of 20 years for a conversation. And I had it thrown back in my face. I got backstabbed. I got slated. My partner got slated. And I got called all the names under the sun. And she refused to listen. And that isn't right. So that's my side of the story. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, it's over. And I'm just going to get on with my life. And hopefully now some people who have maybe heard this and her side of the story will think, well, hang on a minute. Maybe people will think, you know, I know she's not a completely evil person, but she has said things to me about her so-called mates, and she's obviously said things, you know, what goes round comes round at the end of the day. Karma's a wonderful thing.